Hey friends, so today we are talking about my Moxi lollies and my Moonlight rollers. We are going to be doing a compare and contrast between the two. They're both great skates, they're both great companies to support, and they are very similar skates. So I'm going to be talking about which one, just going to be doing a compare and contrast and maybe which one wins out slightly over the other one. So let's talk about ankle stability. I think that's a big one. You can see this is the Moonlight roller and this is the Moxi lolly. The Moxi lolly has a lot more give than the Moonlight roller. They're both a very flexible ankle. This has somewhat more padding, but I think what is the thing that pushes the Moonlight roller just out in front of the Moxi lolly is the tongue. The tongue has what you can, like, it's no support at all. The tongue on the Moonlight roller gives it so much more stability, even more so than the ankle. The ankle, this has slightly more, but it's really the tongue that is really holding, giving you that support, especially when they're laced all the way up. When the lolly's laced all the way up, it's still not anything to write home about, right? The tongue has a lace stabilizer on the Moonlight rollers. The lolly does not. Even without using it, it stays in place because it has so much padding and it's so thick. The lolly tongue constantly shifts over. I know somebody said to, like, when you first get your lolly, to kind of like train your tongue and keep adjusting it to the right spot and keep like tightening your laces in the same kind of way to like train your tongue to stay in place. That didn't work for me. But honestly, the tongue slipping does not bother me at all. I know it bothers some people. I don't care about it. The Moxi lolly comes with a nylon skit. It's my cat. My cat wants to play with my lace strings. We can't have that. Let's talk about the plates. These came with a stock nylon plate that I had to change. And you can watch the other video that I posted before this one as for the reasons why. But yeah, I had to change the plate, and these come with a metal plate. So I think these win with coming with a metal plate. It's not anything special. It's standard, it's not branded, but I like the plate better. I like having a metal plate better. And it came stock on this plate. I didn't have to purchase it separately. And this Reaction Neo is almost $200, like $189 that I would have to spend in addition to the $300 that I spent for the boot. So, let's talk about price. These are, I bought them for $300. They are now $350. They went up $50. These are $250. Yeah, so they're $50 less than the lolly, if that makes any difference to you. In terms of keeping the boots clean, you can see that I had a terrible time doing that with the lollies. I think it's impossible. With the Moonlight rollers, this is my second pair. I'm going to be frank with you. I had a size 7 that I was using for months, and then I upgraded. Well, March, April, May, for like 2 months. I used those, and I did not notice anything with the color changing. On these, I got a scuff, but I honestly think that is from my skates rubbing against my, I have a pair of pants that the dye easily transfers over. So I think that is what that stain is. But other than that, you cannot see any dirt or anything on these skates. I have not cleaned them once. With my lollies, I've cleaned those almost after every skate. And I'm talking about from everything from just using the brush and the brush and nubuck kit to literally washing them with the suede cleaner and yeah. So these definitely went in keeping them clean. Cuteness, they're even. I think they're so cute, both of them. I love the little moon cutout. I love the little M cutout. I love the inside lining. So cute. In terms of sole, I hear a lot of people talking about how much they are in love with the comfort of this boot. If I tell you that it feels exactly the same to me, I was expecting to fall in love and I was gonna like immediately sell these because I'm like, these are gonna be, everybody raves about it. They're the same sole. Like, I don't get it. The same sole, like non-existent black sole. Like this might even have a centimeter, a millimeter more padding than this sole. I don't know where the original sole is. I changed the sole out on my lollies, but like I was not blown away at all. And I'm like thinking maybe those people have not tried a lolly, like how they were raving about it. I feel like my lollies are so much more comfortable. I think what the padding around the ankle and the tongue, while that gives you more support, I feel like that takes away some of the comfort. These don't have nearly as much or any. And they feel like, when I put them on my foot, I felt like my foot was getting a hug, like a warm hug. And I feel like they're more comfortable, like, I feel like they're more comfortable. These are the new soles that I put in. They have a lot more support in terms of your heel. These are the Super Feet Everyday Comfort. I am going to try a different sole. I won these. They're pretty expensive. So it's really hard to like, oh, I don't like them and throw them away. They're like 60 and up, but I did win these. So I feel like I like these enough to give another pair a try. So we have that. I feel like the toe stops are very similar, if not the same. This one is the stock lolly toe stop, and the stock Moonlight roller toe stop. I actually put it on my other foot because I wore down the stock lolly toe stop on this skate. So this is the Moonlight roller toe stop. You can see it has a little moon on it, and you can definitely tell which foot I stopped the most on because it is worn, and this one is barely worn, and I've had these much longer. But I like the toe stop evenly. They do the same thing. Wheels. This is not the stock wheel. The stock wheel is green, but it's the same exact style. So I love the Moxi gummy wheels. I've tried the energies in the 57s and the 62s. They have a 65, which is the exact same durometer and millimeter size as this one. So I felt no need to try it. Didn't like those, fell in love with these. So those are my go-to wheels. These come stock. These are not. These are luminous wheels. They light up. Beautiful. These are not the stock wheels. The stock wheel is a similar durometer. These are a 85A durometer, and I believe the Moonlight roller is around the same thing, like an 82 or something like that. I can put the exact durometer and size on the screen. It's a smaller durometer and a medium hybrid wheel, which is not my favorite type of wheel. So I love the Lolly wheel, the stock Lolly wheel, over the stock Moonlight roller wheel. So yeah, guys, I think that is about it. Well, okay, laces. I love the stock Lolly laces. I have not tried the stock Moonlight roller laces to give them an even comparison with that. These eyelets, so the Moxi Lolly comes with 4 eyelets, and you can see they've already started chipping. But I've had these for way longer than I've had the Moonlight rollers that are also chipping. And another surprise with Moonlight rollers is that the top laces move. So they will turn up, turn down, and I don't know if it's a me issue or you can see that has moved, it moves. So kind of have to put it back into place. And they also only come with 3. I typically only lace up these 2. I feel like lacing all 3 gives me too much support. When I lace up all 4 of these, it doesn't seem to make a difference. And I typically do lace up all 4. And I think that is about it, y'all. This is not the stock this is not the stock toe stop. This is, okay. That's one thing we can talk about. This type of toe stop with the nut will come loose. I did not realize it was loose, so I have to tighten these babies back up before I ride them. On the Moxi Lolly, has the same exact issue with the stock plate. If you get a different plate with the Allen key mechanism, you won't have that problem at all. So they're kind of even in that respect. Oh, fit wise, I feel like these 7s fit better than these 7s. They have a narrower toe box, and I feel like it fits more true to size. I initially had a size 7 in the Moonlight rollers, and I felt like they were way too big, especially width wise. So I changed them out for 6. Now they fit exactly. I feel like if I grew a toenail too long, they would be too small. But yeah, so I feel like the fit is better with the Lolly. So overall, I think we've talked about the main things in regards to both skates. Even though I like the Lolly better, I would say if you're torn between the 2, that I would get the Moonlight rollers. They are a female-owned, Black-owned company. If that is like the thing that will push you over the edge to go for them. Moxi is also female-owned, not Black-owned though. Skater-owned. Even though I love the Lolly, I feel like I would go for the Moonlight roller if you were kind of torn between the 2. Just for the stock plate and the ankle support. It's not a crazy amount of ankle support, but it's much more than the Lolly will give you. But the Lolly is an amazing skate. I just feel like these win just a hair over, in my opinion. If you have any questions in terms of my experience with both skates, I'll love to answer any questions that you have. And yeah, I'll talk to y'all in the next video. Bye.